your bite-sized daily roundup of the biggest news from the world of film. This is The Daily Reel with Van Connor.
Good morning, it's Thursday, June the 17th, the day Superman 3 came out in 1983, Adam Sandler's smash hit Big Daddy opened in 1999, and in 2011 it was the day Green Lantern and Mr. Popper's Penguins came out. It's birthday to the Doctor, Jodie Whittaker, rising action star Scott Adkins, Lost Boys alum Jason Patric, and beloved character actors Greg Kinnear and Thomas Hayden Church. And it's the day all of this is going on. 3 billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri director Martin McDonagh is set to reunite with his In Bruges dream team for the Banshees of Inisherin. Fellow Irishmen Colin Farrell and Brendan Gleeson will join up with McDonagh once more for a homegrown acerbic dramedy in the vein of In Bruges and the director's second film, Seven Psychopaths. They'll star as a pair of lifelong pals living on a remote Irish island whose lives are upended when one of the two decides he no longer wishes to be friends. Pitch-black comedy In Bruges became a huge cult hit when it landed in 2008 and even earned McDonagh a BAFTA for Best Original Screenplay. He'd go on, of course, to heavily sweep the awards circuit a decade later with the acclaimed 3 billboards, ensuring the Banshees of Inisherin will definitely be one worth watching out for. No release date's been announced as yet, but the movie's expected to arrive sometime next year.
2 manky hookers and a racist dwarf. I think I'm heading home.
Yeah? Think I'll come with you.
Hey, what's...
Back off, Shorty.
You don't know karate. Ah!
Founding Avenger and star of Marvel's forthcoming Black Widow, Scarlett Johansson has opened up about the early overt sexualization of her character. In a conversation with Collider to promote Natasha Romanoff's much-anticipated solo feature, Johansson was asked about her initial framing within the Marvel Cinematic Universe and was certainly candid with her thoughts, saying, "You look back at Iron Man 2 and while it was really fun and had a lot of great moments in it, the character is so sexualized, you know? Really talked about like she's a piece of something, like a piece of ass, really. At one point, Tony Stark calls her a piece of meat," she continued, "and maybe at that time that actually felt like a compliment because my thinking was different. My own self-worth was probably measured against that type of comment. But like a lot of young women, you come into your own and you understand your self-worth." Johansson acknowledged the shifting times, however, praising the much more positive message young women are starting to be given, something she admitted she hopes her later appearances as the superhero have contributed towards. The actress's long-awaited final appearance as Black Widow is set to arrive in UK theatres and Disney Plus Premier Access on the 7th of July.
Oh no. You brought the monster.
So, Banner, that's your play.
What?
Loki means to unleash the Hulk. Keep Banner in the lab, I'm on my way. Send Thor as well.
Evil Dead Rise, the forthcoming sequel to the classic horror comedy trilogy, has officially added 3 new cast members. Morgan Davies, Gabrielle Echoes, and Nell Fisher have all joined the call list, though curiously of note are the trio's ages, with Davies and Eccles both teenagers and Fisher a mere 9 years old. A curious departure from the franchise's usual crop of teen or adult victims, the trio will reportedly play siblings imperiled by a fresh coming of deadites. Writer-director Lee Cronin will helm the project, while franchise instigators Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell are on board to executive produce the picture. Alyssa Sutherland and Lily Sullivan will lead as another set of siblings, a pair of estranged sisters whose reunion in the big city is cut short by the rise of body-snatching demons. Evil Dead Rise begins filming in July and is set to be an HBO Max exclusive.
Swallow this.
Violet Evergarden the movies in UK cinemas from today, with Netflix adding the Indonesian drama Ali and Ratu Ratu Queens for streaming, Shudder adding Super Deep, and Amazon Prime getting the Lily Collins Sam Claflin rom-com Love Rosie. On Freeview today, you can pick from Jason Bourne on 4/7, Florence Foster Jenkins on BBC 4, John Wick Chapter 2 on 5, Warrior on Great Movies, War Games and Bad Times at the El Royale on Film 4, Lucy on ITV4, and Identity and Book of Shadows Blair Witch 2 on the Horror Channel, with the organ-harvesting comedy thriller 12-Hour Shift serving up your Sky Cinema and Now premiere for today. All of which makes up the Daily Reel for Thursday the 13th of June. Keep it cinematic meanwhile, and we'll be back tomorrow.
The Daily Reel is a Candystore production, presented by Van Connor and written by Calvin Prickett. All information is correct at the time of writing, and source links are in the description for each episode. Don't forget to rate, review and subscribe on all good podcast platforms, or ask Alexa to install the Daily Reel skill for your morning flash briefing. Follow the show on social at Daily Reel Pod, and we'll be back every weekday. Until then, keep it cinematic.